Hello everyone. So guys, welcome back to this interview experience webinar and hello to everyone who are at home viewing us and watching this interview experience webinar. I hope you guys are safe and sound. So guys, before we proceed, I would like to know that if I'm audible to you. So drop in some comments. Let's have some chit chat and then we'll do that. Okay. So waiting for some comments here. Hi's and hello from you guys, and let me know that I'm audible to you. So guys, let's just have some chit chat. Okay. Okay. So I am not able to see comments here. There is one comment from Rajan. Okay. Okay, Niraj. Thank you. Nand Govdi Divya. Okay. Hello, Niraj. Hi. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Some more comments I would like to really appreciate here, guys. Okay, Deepthi Ranjan, thank you so much. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are safe. Okay, guys. So let's just let's just start this interview webinar. And for today's webinar, we have Medha Sinha with us, a developer associate at SAP Labs. So let's just not wait anymore and let's welcome Medha here.
Okay.
Hello, Medha.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
How are you?
everyone. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So how's it been? Sitting at home and working from home.
It's been a different experience altogether. Since I started working in 2019 itself, I hadn't expected that I'd spend most of my time working from home. So yeah, it's okay. I'm adjusting to it.
Everybody is adjusting. So let's hope everyone is safe at their home. And so let's just begin this webinar. And I hope this will be great with you. Okay. So let's just start with the first thing first about yourself. So tell us about something about yourself. A brief introduction about yourself.
Okay, so hello again. I'm Medha Sinha. I completed my Bachelor's of Engineering degree in Electronics and Telecommunication from Pune Institute of Computer Technology in the year 2019. Then I've been working as an associate app developer at SAP Labs India since 2019. So yeah, that's all there is about me.
Okay, Meda, wonderful. So first thing, like I would like to know here that it was if like is it an off-campus opportunity or you have the on-campus opportunity?
Okay, this was an off-campus recruitment drive, and I got to know about it through firstnaukri.com.
Okay, Naukri.com. Great, great. Congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
Okay, Mida, let's just go more deeper into the interview rounds. Okay, so let's have some discussion over the interview rounds. How many interview rounds were there, and what someone have to keep in mind while interviewing these rounds.
Okay, so the very first round was an online test. It was conducted on HackerRank. So it was divided into two sections basically. First was objective type questions that covered various CS fundamental topics such as DBMS, object-oriented programming, data structures, etc. And the other one was this coding section. It consisted of around 2 to 3 coding questions. They were of medium to high level of difficulty. Yeah, that's all. So after that, the shortlisted candidates were invited to SAP Labs India campus, where the next rounds were held. And so there were around 4 rounds in total, two technical interviews with the developers and one managerial round with a manager, and the last one was an HR interview.
Last one
So
was
these were
HR
the
round, right?
rounds. Yeah.
Okay, so when you have mentioned the first round was of the questions, multiple choice question, online questions, right?
Yes. Yes.
So how would you define the difficulty level of those questions? If those were easy to
They were
moderate or
difficult.
moderate?
They were difficult. The MCQs were difficult.
Okay, so how about the technical rounds?
The technical rounds were Depending upon what you've mentioned in your resume, and also it covered again CS fundamental topics, the usual object oriented programming and data structures, DBMS and all. Along with that, there were coding questions also. So they were also of medium level difficulty, but yeah, the projects that I had mentioned in the resume, they asked me to explain all that in detail. So it depends on the candidate. It
Okay.
definitely depends on the candidate where they can take the interview with. It's upon you. So that's what I feel.
Okay. So, what about the HR round? Like questions were basic questions or some,
Yeah,
tricky
basic
questions were there?
questions.
Basic
Basic
questions were there.
questions, behavioral question to judge your leadership skills, communication skills, and your interests. Yeah, such questions.
Okay, okay, wonderful. Okay, so as you have mentioned here that the questions were from your projects that you have done. So let's just jump into the projects part and how. What do you think that how much role the project plays in a in an interview or in your resume? How would you like? What do you have to say about this?
Okay, so I would say that projects do play a very important role in the interview process. So one has to be very careful about what they mention, and suppose if you have mentioned some resume, then you should know everything about it inside out. So don't mention a project that you haven't done, and also suppose the technologies that you used in that project. If the interviewer is well acquainted with that, and if the company's requirements align with those technologies, then there'll be many questions, and you are there for a treat. Then there'll be many questions, so you should be fully prepared. And also, if suppose you have done something very innovative or extraordinary in your project, then that can be an added advantage. It will help your resume stand out.
Okay. Okay. So, can we have a discussion of one project that you have done and you think that was really, you have given it your 100%. So, can we discuss something in detail about one of your project that you have done?
Okay, so first of all, I had done my final year project. For that, I built a prototype of digital assistant for drivers. So it basically aimed to aid safe driving by preventing accidents that happen because of usage of phones while driving. So through natural language processing, it would convert the voice commands that is given to it, and then process those commands and follow the instructions accordingly. So for this, I had used Raspberry Pi. That was the brain of the project, and the entire code was written in Python. So along with this, I had to develop an app as well that has to be installed in the driver's mobile phone so that it can access various applications such as WhatsApp or call logs or SMS, so that it can write or read out messages, and also make or answer phone calls. So the project was about giving input commands such as reading messages, writing messages, and then sending the same, or making phone calls. All will be done hands free so that you don't have to use your phone while driving. Yeah,
Okay.
so this project played an important role since it was my final year project. So, of course, it had some weightage, and in many of the interviews, I was asked to explain the project entirely, and I also had to draw a flowchart diagram and explain each of the aspect in detail. And if there were any difficulties that I faced while working on it, how did I go about it, and such questions.
Okay. Okay, I think that's wonderful, and that I guess that's an innovative idea that you have worked on. Okay, so Medha, let's just go into the coding skills, technical skills that one should have when they are appearing for any interview. So how to have you like if you gave some idea about how to scale up the technical and the coding skills for the ones who are you for the viewers who are watching right now. So how to scale up the technical and coding skills?
Okay, so about coding skills, before if anyone wants to suppose start with competitive programming or is preparing for coding interview rounds of companies, so I would say that first and foremost you must be proficient at least one language. That is very important. Preferably that will be C++ because it has the standard library inbuilt functions that you can use. But of course, make no mistake, some of the companies' coding environments won't allow you to use libraries. So even without the library functions, one must be able to write codes. Then, secondly, for starters, you must know DSA, each and every topic that is there. For example, dynamic programming, how to use it, when to use it, then greedy algorithm, queues, stacks, linked lists, etc. So for this, at least you must have a theoretical knowledge, and once you have, you can you have all these all knowledge on these topics, then you can start participating on code chef competitions, or you can start practicing on the practice problems that are available on Geeks for Geeks, Code Chef, HackerRank, etc. I'd say one should start with beginner level or easy level because if you start with hard level straight away, then you will lose motivation. Then once you have solved at least 50 questions, then you can eventually start working on hard and difficult problems and start competing, and I think that will be more than enough. So at least honing your coding skills practice is the key, but yeah, beforehand you should understand DSA and must be proficient in one language.
Okay, okay. I think we have
And
yeah, please.
yeah, and if you're interested in other courses, like if you're interested in machine learning or cloud computing, cryptocurrency, such stuff, then of course there are ample of resources available online. You can always take up some course, and that will also be an added advantage in case of placement or interviews. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So one thing what I would like to ask here from my personal, just for my personal uh, facts that I would like to know here, that in these times when you are doing so much of work, so how do you keep yourself motivated? You have to think a lot about your projects and about the exams and all, and you are working, and so how do you keep yourself motivated? Because people who are watching right now might feel demotivated sometimes, or might feel disheartened when they couldn't clear a round. So how do you keep yourself motivated? Some advice from your end.
Okay, so speaking from experience, first of all, you should not rely on motivation. You just should resolute and commit to this that you are not going to give up unless and until you get your dream job, no matter what happens. That is something that you must commit to, no matter what is going on in the world. If getting your dream job means that much to you, then you will be willing to put in the effort that is required. I would say that's the
I think
main
that's really
ideology that can help.
yeah. I
Or
think you are right here that one should focus and let just flow, let just themselves flow and focus, and don't give up on something that they have been trying
yeah,
for long.
yeah. So if you're not able to crack one company's interview, there'll be many. So don't get it disheartened. There'll be many. You'll get many opportunities, and always remember that you have to get it right once, and that will be enough for you.
Right. Okay, okay. So, moving on to the other question, and this is the last question that we have for you. It's about your total, overall interview experience. How was your overall interview experience, and what would you like to, advise to the viewers? And it can be placement related and anything that you feel is important.
Okay. So overall interview experience, well, I'd say that for all the companies that I had appeared for, the companies interviews, it was different in each case. But yeah, the last one was the best. That was SAP Labs, and after that, I didn't have to appear for any other interviews. So with SAP Labs, it was a really wonderful experience, and yeah, that's there's nothing much to say about that here. But one advice that I would like to give everyone that's preparing for the upcoming interview, the placement season, or is already appearing for interviews, is that don't focus much on companies' requirements, because there will be many companies and everyone will have different requirements. So you must focus on one programming language, and one object-oriented language, Java or CPP will be enough in both the cases, but yeah, you should know Java because there are many concepts that are not available in CPP. And then focus on your coding skills, DSA. This will be enough to crack at least most of the company's interview rounds. That's what I think, because I made that mistake. There were companies that wanted some proficiency in JavaScript or Angular, Java, cloud computing, AWS, and I was not familiar with them. So whenever there was some upcoming interviews, then I would start preparing for these topics, and I would not focus on coding skills or the basic DSA. So that really, that because of that, I did lose opportunities. So yeah, just focus on one thing, and don't worry, everything will work out fine in the end.
Okay, okay. I think we have covered all the question, and it was really, we have so discussed so much in detail, and that was really valuable, I would say. Okay. So, Medha, let's just, go into the comment section and just pick up some question that if you have any for yourself. Okay. And if people are asking question, then we can, take up some question from the comment section, and let's just go ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm taking this question from Ved Prakash, and let me show it on the screen. And his question is, what are the chances of getting a job in SAP as a data scientist? Do you have any comments on that?
No, not really. Like if you have enough skills and there's an opening that you can apply, and the rest depends on God. Oh, there's nothing I can say here.
Okay, so Ved, I think the answer to your question is that you have to focus on on a particular your skills you have to focus on, and I think that will lead you to chances of acquiring a backed up a position for yourself. Okay, okay, let's just go into more into the comment section, and let's see if we have any question. Okay. Okay, so let me take this question, and if we have anything to give it, then we can go ahead with this. Nilesh, it's from Nilesh, and his question is, can you tell us about SAP Scholars Program? How to prepare for it? If you have any idea of it, then we can do it, and if not, then
Um, I don't have much idea of it because I wasn't a scholar myself. I joined as a developer directly, a full-time job. So I think this is similar to doing an MTech in the courses that are offered by SAP, but I'm not very sure. So you can Google it. I'm sorry, Nilesh. I don't know.
Okay, no issues. So Nilesh, you can go on, you can Google it, and I think you can get your answer from the Google itself. Okay.
Yeah.
We are sorry for this. Okay, let's just see some more question if we have, and if not, then we can uh, continue. Okay. I cannot see questions here.
Okay.
Okay, one question is there that I would
Yeah.
really appreciate if you can answer this question. Okay, it's from
Sure.
Venkatesh, and his question is he's a beginner in coding, so can he get a job at SAP Labs?
Uh, okay, so like I said, you can start preparing, start competing in competitions, and if there's an opening and things work out for you, then you can. And it also depends upon your other technical skills, not just coding. Yeah.
Okay. I think Venkatesh, it depends on your skills. Like if you have skills and if you are able to, clear the rounds, you can get a job at SAP Labs if even if you are a beginner.
Yeah.
Okay, Medha. So I think because of the time constraint, we have to end it here. And it was really really appreciable that you have shared your interview experience, and it was really valuable to the to the viewers who are watching right now. Anything you have for them, like your buys and anything you have to say, please go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me. And second of all, I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Geeks for Geeks has helped me a lot in preparing for my interviews. And it's really great that it's just really great whatever you're doing for everyone who's preparing for the placement season or just interviews in general. And apart from this, yeah, I don't have anything. Just bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, Medha. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Okay, guys, so this was the overall interview experience of Medha, and I think we have discussed everything in detail. And if you have any question, anything, you can connect with her on her LinkedIn profile that we have given in the YouTube description here. Also, guys, if you feel that you are in this pandemic, you are not able to help people who need your help, then we are here for helping you out. That while coding, you can give a meal to a family, and we are doing with the association of Give India, and for that you can find the coding contest link in the description as well. Participated in it and contribute to a meal for a family who needed your help in this pandemic. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for being such a good audience, and we'll come again and share interview experience of every we'll try to cover up every interview experience. And thank you so much. I think you guys are safe, stay safe, and stay corona negative. Thank you so much.